I just want love in my life so bad. I want my life partner.
I'm struggling harder financially than I ever have in my entire life, and I've come to a really gross realization. My self-worth, at least in my brain's perspective, is heavily weighed on how much money I make, and that sucks.
Yesterday, I woke up with hives all over my body and freaking out, contemplating life and now wondering, should I go to the ER or just take Benadryl? Because my whole body was covered, so I think I had a reaction of something. Now, as a spiritual person, I'm like, I'm protected, I'm all this, but no. Are some people just being challenged right now? Because I feel like I am being challenged to a T. How can I run a business being sick? And then I found out that the insurance that I had ran out. So if I go to the ER or go to urgent care, I have to pay out of pocket. Not that the medical was any good anyways, because I had a high deductible. Please someone pinch me, tell me what the frick is going on, because I literally can't. I cannot.
Do y'all ever think about how much harder it is to function in society as a single person than as a person part of a couple? Right? Like, a single person and a couple both only need a 1-bedroom apartment. But when you're splitting it between 2 people, it's way more affordable. The single person is paying twice as much as either of the individuals in the couple. And then the same thing goes for shit like internet, cable. It's not like the couple is getting more or less. It's the same amount. It's just you have someone helping you pay for it. And then you take into consideration the fact that married people get special tax breaks that none of the rest of us get. And then you especially take into consideration the fact that minimum wage used to be able to support an entire family of 4, and now it can't support a single person.
I feel like nobody's talking about this, so I am going to. Why is it that being single is actually so expensive? I have signed up for every hobby you could think of. I have gone on yoga retreats, I have signed up for surfing, I have signed up for pottery, hot yoga, hot Pilates, sitting at coffee shops. I physically have been trying to pour into my cup and fill up my free time, but I didn't know how expensive that this was gonna be. And I physically and financially can just not anymore. I don't know what else to do. I can't believe that this is what life has come to.
Can someone please explain to me what's happening with the dating scene? Because I can't do this. I can't. I've been a wife my whole life. I can't be in these streets like this. I have 25-year-olds sending me peen videos. I don't want to see that. What is that going to do for me? I am grown up. I have bills. I have kids that are literally your age. I have 40-year-olds who won't communicate, who ghost, who lie about who they are and what their intentions are. Liars, people who pretend to be people they surely are not. I just can't. I can't do it. What is happening with these men? I can't. I just need a godly man. I need a quiet. You don't have to be quiet. I like them loud and fun. I'm loud and fun. I just want you to be honest and go to work. I don't need you to pay my bills. I can pay for them myself. I can do my own nails. I can do my own hair. I can keep up myself. Can you talk? Can you communicate? Can you not be a liar? Help. What?
Something I don't think enough people realize is that if you are single and you are content with your life, that actually makes dating exponentially harder. Yes, I know dating is optional, but I would like a husband, and unfortunately that does require me going on dates. But I've kind of hit a point where I am just content with the people and the things that I have in my life, that asking me to go on a date feels like pulling teeth. Because that means my choices are to either spend time by myself, which I enjoy, to hang out with the friends or family that I love, probably doing something fun, or to hang out with a random that I may or may not hate by the end of it. I feel like it makes it hard for me to want to do that.
Breaking news. I am now accepting applications for a man, because what do you mean it's 10 p.m. at night and I'm outside trying to put air in my tires? What are we talking about right now? What is this? The machine shut off on me and I can't turn it back on. I don't know how to get it started again. I lost the little cap for my tires. The air is just coming out of my tires, and at this point I'm just gonna buy all brand new tires, because this is This is absurd. I don't want to do this anymore. So I'm going to get back in my car and I'm going to just pretend that everything's going to be okay because I don't want to do this. I want to be a little lady.
To my single ladies, can we just talk about how some days just require a husband? Like, honestly, being like, let's just be 100, because I really don't like when women preach this whole narrative of like, I don't need a man, I'm single, I'm this, I'm that, I'm better off without a man, blah, 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 blah. Baby, that ain't me. That's not me. I desire a husband, wholeheartedly desire a husband. There are literal days where I'm just like, oh, if I had a husband, I wouldn't have to do this. Or, oh, if I had a husband. Even the littlest things of like taking out the trash, like getting gas, pumping gas, like little things like that. I don't know if everybody like thinks the same way. Obviously, we're all different, but those are the things for me where I'm just like, oh, I really wish I had a husband today. Just really, really small things. Even just like, I don't know, fixing the tea. Like, some days just require a husband. That's it. That's the post. Like, that's it.
I'm having one of those hard days today, guys. One of those days where I really wish God would come on with my husband. Where is my husband? Where is he at? Oh my gosh. I needed somebody to help me with my groceries today, to take them out of my car. And usually that doesn't really hit me, but today I was just like, Lord, what? What is the ETA? And let me reiterate, I will wait. I've been waiting. I've been waiting a while. Do I want a cookie? Absolutely not. I don't want a cookie for waiting. That's what you got to do. But literally, I don't have any other option but to wait. There's not an option. There's not an option to date. There's not an option to settle. There's not an option to do any of those things because God has instructed that. And have I stepped outside the wheel a few times? Yeah. But then quickly you realize that, okay, you're settling. And God is like, yeah, go sit back down. What are you doing? But I just needed to rant really quick. Today's been rough. Every month is rough. Let's just say that. But today has been especially rough. Getting my groceries out of my car by myself. Any other day would be fine. Today, I just really needed some companionship, but I will be okay. Ladies will be okay. There's no big sermon in this. I just felt like ranting today. Keep your flesh in check. I know I'm trying my best to do that every month. We got it. We're good.
Right, so we've come up Rivington. Sun's come out. Just what we like. Tyson's loving his life. Just having a bit of a shit time recently on my own. It's just really difficult sometimes being on your own, working, having a mortgage, having all your bills, and then not earning enough money then to like barely live for the month. So the last 2 months I've had £400 a month to live on. So you just think, at times doing your food shopping for the month, paid for the dog walker so I can go to work, drive to work with petrol in my car, then expected to use my car for work, so I have to put petrol in again and only get that back at the end of the month. It's just really difficult. I suppose when you're used to being in a relationship where, you know, your joint income is probably take home £5,000 a month after tax between two of you, it's just then difficult going to being on your own and having £400 a month to live on after you've paid all your bills and your mortgage. So you just can't save, got no savings. So if all happens, it's just really difficult at the minute. So I'll have to look at what I can do about that. But yeah, we just start walking up river.
I don't care what anyone says, and we can argue in the comments, but dating right now in 2024 is the hardest thing that I've ever done in my entire life. I could probably pass the bar exam right now, and it'll be easier than dating. And I'm so serious. Now, I'm not saying that everything in life has to be easy, because it shouldn't, right? That's life. Things are going to be hard. Things are going to be tough, but it shouldn't be this hard. Dating shouldn't be this hard. It just shouldn't be. And the fact that majority of us single people are all experiencing this hardship leads me to believe that something isn't right. There's something, it's just something that's off. I don't know what it is, but it shouldn't be this hard. And the fact that it is this hard and other people are complaining about it and struggling with it leads me to believe it can't be us. It has to be the thing. So the dating needs to change. Something about the dating has to change because it just can't be it. I can't keep living like this. And I don't want to quit. But I'm so close. I'm this close to giving up. Like, do y'all see? That's how close I am to giving up. I'm finna throw the towel in for real.
Is there anybody out there who got divorced and like regrets it? Especially women. Women 35, 40, 45. Please tap in and let me know, because at this point I am like probably not 99, maybe 89% sure that I'm probably going to be divorced within the next year. So I can't stay with this. I can't be with you. I can't. And I feel like I've tried so hard. So I've been married for 3 years. People always ask me. And it's really gotten to the point where it's like the past like probably 2 months have just been the worst. To where it's like, maybe we just call it. Maybe we just call a spade a spade. But then I'm like, I remember when my parents got divorced, and I do not want to put, like my son through that. But also doing it for the kids is not enough. Love is not enough. Getting married, I kind of regret getting married for love, because I damn sure didn't get married for money. But I'm also just like, as a Christian, shouldn't get divorced. No, like whatever it is, we can work it out. It's you and me against the world. But it's like, damn, do I want to be miserable? How long do I want to be miserable for? And the thing that I also hate is like I feel like people don't share this part of marriage. Like when people are in the thick of it, because I was watching this interview with like DeVal and Kadeen, and I think he said the first 3 to 5 years of their marriage was like hell, but they stuck it out, and now they've been married for what, like 10, 15 years? And they, seem to be happy. I don't know, but it's like,
I am fucking lost, bro. I'm 23 years old. I have no job. No relationship. What the fuck? Like, literally, I'm just eating at my fucking savings at this point, and whatever I can get from, I know. And I used to work, I was working at like a badass when I was 18 to 21. And shit changed. I never thought that I would fucking be here at 23, turning 24 in July. God damn it. I'm thinking, what is my fucking purpose? Like, what is my life purpose? Like, I don't know. Because I'm only getting older. I really don't know. Anyway, on a highlight, I went to my first rave on Friday. Fucking elite. But yeah, like, what are you guys doing at 23, 24? I don't know what I want for a career. I literally have no clue. Literally no clue. Nothing. There's nothing. I don't know, but I don't want to study for 4 years. I don't know if that's my fault, because I'm choosing not to. I'm making it hard for myself, I know. But I was never one to like study, so maybe I don't fucking afford it, Who wants a HECS? Not me. And half the people who have the HECS don't even pursue that career anymore that they studied. Make it make sense, brother.
A genuine question for people that live in New York. How are you finding men to date? I'll be out at a bar. I'm out with my friends. I'm like, am I approachable enough? Because no one comes up to me, ever. Maybe I'm chopped, I don't know. And before you say, oh, we'll just go up to them, I'm not built like that. You go on the apps and it's like Hinge, and it's just like the 5 personalities recycled over and over again. The same prompt answers, all of it. Trying to get on Hoppy for like forever because everyone's talking about it. But I swear I've been waiting weeks to get approved. I need to know, do I just wait it out, or do I accept my fate and just become a nun?
Is anybody else feeling so frustrated with the fact that they're single? Like, I understand that it's God's timing, and when I tell you I trust in that man with my whole life, I mean it. But it doesn't change the fact that I'm still frustrated about it. And that's okay, because I'm being raw with my feelings. God wants us to bring our feelings to him and be vulnerable with them. And if I'm being vulnerable, I'm so frustrated. And I know I can't be the only one. So if you're feeling the same way, let's talk about it. What are you struggling with? Because I know I can't be the only one that's feeling this way. And it's so frustrating when people tell you it'll happen when you least expect it. or are your standards too high, or like all the other things that people tell you. Because I have faith in people. I know that there's wonderful people out there. I'm not saying that the dating scene is trash or anything, because I know that there's wonderful people. I think social media has clouded a lot of things and made it more difficult for people to find authentic relationships. But I think that there's wonderful, wonderful people out there. I'm just saying that I know I can't be the only one that's feeling so frustrated in this season of my life. And I know that God will provide, but it doesn't change the fact that I'm so frustrated. So if you're feeling this, or if you resonate with this, let's all talk about it, because I don't think it's talked about enough.
Want to know something that just really gets on my nerves? And is this a rant? Probably yes, kind of. However, it's a rant of a mother that is over 50, a single parent, has children that are adults but not really adults, and everything that they do revolves around my income. So student loans, anything revolves around my income on the FOSFA or whatever the hell you call that thing. And that is not cool. Because when do I get a break on anything? I don't get a tax break on anything because I'm a single person and I don't have little kids. I don't get any of those grants or any of that stuff that they give everybody else that is not a middle-aged woman that is single. And one day, I'm gonna absolutely lose my mind over this. Today might be the day, I'm not really sure. But where is the relief for a hardworking single woman in her 50s that has kids, that is adults, but is like raising them on her own and always has? What is that? Where is my help? Okay, I'm kind of whining, but I'm kind of not, and I am gonna go to Pilates now.
Just a little PSA for all the fellas out there. You guys really are about to turn every female a lesbian. I mean, I'm at the point in my life where I'm really thinking about giving women a try. I mean, these men out here are just shit. They are just full of shit, pieces of shit, any kind of shit you can imagine. They are shit. And I'm done with them. So, any ladies that might be interested, hit me up, because I'm on the verge. I'm on the verge. These men have just pushed me over the edge. And I might be here for it, baby. I might be here for it. It's to be determined, but...
Hi, I'm in a shitty mood because I'm a 30-year-old trying to date, and it's just painful. Did you eat something? I'm feeling rather annoyed right now, and whenever I feel annoyed, I feel like I need to pop off on something, and that something is usually TikTok. So I feel like when it comes to dating, I've been very chill and calm when it comes to my old like set of standards that I held for myself. I'm like, okay, I need like, what the fuck? I need like really high standards. Like I have high standards, and I do. But I feel like with dating, like I've kind of like realized to calm down a little bit in certain areas where I've been so high and mighty and tight with like certain things that you need to have. And I like been relaxed on that, and I'm still just like not seeing or like feeling how I feel like I'm supposed to be feeling. And it's just like kind of upsetting, because I'm like, okay, not that I'm lowering my standards. I just feel like I'm like opening up a little bit more and like growing up, realizing that maybe certain things that I used to think were like negatives are actually positives. And I don't know how to navigate it. I'm in this weird limbo of like trying to grow, trying to learn, and you don't even make excuses for someone in your head. And then you kind of calm yourself down. And then you're like, do I need to be making those excuses? I'm just feeling defeated, because it's really hard to like start over time and time again. And again, you know, when you open yourself emotionally up to dating, I don't know.
Dating in 2026 is actually proving to be much more fucked up than dating in 2025. Yeah, I'm not a pessimist, I'm actually an optimist, but this is already not off to a good start. So I hope that you guys are having more success than I am, because it is not going well for me.
So I was supposed to go on a date tonight, but here I am, cozy in my bed, which is great. I'd rather be here than with someone's crusty ass son. But basically, so I told my son, I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna go on a date tonight, just so you know. And he's like, oh, Mom, like, I thought you were done with dating. You've had these bad experiences. Like, he's like, it's too risky. And I was like, gotta get back out there. I was wrong, okay? So I start chatting with this guy. We're texting for a couple days. He seems super nice. He texted me last night to confirm and was like, I'll message you tomorrow to confirm the spot and the time to take you on a date that you very much deserve. And I was like, oh my God, that's so sweet. Like, yes, I do deserve this. Right after that, he sends me a link to a guy playing guitar, like lying flat down, like kind of like a piano. And I was like, oh my God, that's amazing. My son plays guitar like that. After that, crickets, silence. So today I don't hear from him all day and I'm like, hey, obviously something's up. I go on Hinge and he unmatched me. And I'm just thinking like, that's embarrassing. You're 36 years old. You could have just been like, hey, sorry, I didn't realize you had a kid. It's not something I'm interested in. No, you're just gonna ghost and unmatch me. I didn't bother to get ready because I knew something was up. But imagine being a single mom, getting ready, getting excited, and waiting, and this guy just ghosted. But honestly, he did me a favor because I have my book, I'm cozy in my bed, I'm gonna watch a little show. Me and Shay ordered pizza, hung out. I'd much rather be here. But yeah.
If I continue living my life the way I live my life right now, there is no way I'm ever gonna be able to get married or have kids. Because first of all, I don't leave the damn house unless I'm going to Harris Teeter or Target or Pilates. You know who's not at those places at the same time that I'm at those places? Men that are providers, men that are literally eligible suitors. With the variables in the equation right now, none of that is adding up to possible husband. What do I do, you guys? Like, I refuse to go on dating apps. I'm way too paranoid for that. I think it's unsafe. I think if you're a man on a dating app, you're already a cheater. I hate you. I can't meet someone through mutual friends. I have like my 2 close friends. They're international. At this point, do I just need to ask my parents to start matchmaking? Like, I want to get married in the next 5 to 10 years. With that being said, like, how are we gonna make it happen, babe? How are we gonna make it happen? Even if I were to be engaged or have a man, like, you need to go to work every single day. Like, I don't want you in my space all the time. You also need to have your own bathroom. I just have a lot of requirements, and I just don't know if the requirements add up to a real person. What do I do? Do I have to find a man through social media? Do I need to shoot my shot? I feel like that's gonna make the entire relationship start out on the wrong foot. It's gonna imbalance the entire power dynamic. I don't know what to do, you guys. Help.